On a three. 1, 2, 3.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for our neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty woods, a neighborly day for our beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hello, television neighbors. I'm glad that you and I are television neighbors and television friends together again. Today, I brought two pictures with me. Today, a picture of my mom and baby James, and also a picture of my family at a Chinese restaurant table. Now, this is going to be an exciting day because I'm going to be visiting a very dear friend of mine who knows all about many different science subjects at the fourth grade elementary science school for the academic arts. As a matter of fact, I think I'll phone him and see if this is a good time for us to come over there right now. His name is Mr. Emilio Rocky, and he's our fourth grade science school teacher. So I'll give him a call right now. I'll dial the number. Here we go. Hello, is this Mr. Emilio? Is this Mr. Emilio Calvin Rocky?
Yes, this is Mr. Rocky. Who's this?
This is Victor Sprinkle from Victor Sprinkle's neighborhood.
Oh, wow, I'm a big fan, Mr. Sprinkle. What can I do for you? Why are you calling?
I'm calling because my television neighbors and I were wondering this if this is a good time to come over to your fourth grade science for the academic arts and see some of your science stuff at your school.
Sure, it's a good day. The students are all home because it's Sunday, but I'm here in the classroom working on some projects. Come on over.
All right, Mr. Emilio. Thanks. We'll be over there in just a few seconds.
Okay, see you soon.
Thank you for answering our phone number. All right. Well, let's just go and meet the one and only Emilio Calvin Rocky at his fourth grade elementary academic school of science classroom. Come along. Emilio.
Victor, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
Well, good. So good to have you here.
I like to introduce you to my television friend, Mr. Emilio Calvin Rocky.
ECR to my friends. Hello there, television neighbor. How are you? So what can I do for you today, Victor?
I hear today that you're going to show us all the different things about science projects.
Well, I can't show you all the different things about science projects, but I can show you a couple that I'm working on this very afternoon.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. This one here is really kind of special. Check that out there, television neighbor. You know what this is?
What is it?
This is a toothpick maker. You see what's inside there?
A bunch of toothpicks.
Right. You know how I made them?
How did you make them?
Well, I took a toothpick tree, and you know, these are special trees. And you see these holes in the top there? Can you see that, television neighbor? Do you see that, Victor?
Yes.
So I took the tree branch, after softening it up in some warm water for a couple of days, and cutting it to the right length, and then I push on it, and it goes through those holes that have very sharp edges, and it cuts the toothpick just like that. It's just fascinating what you can do. Then this one is the one I'm working on the most. I find it really fascinating to do these kinds of things. But I call this flora in a bottle. Can you see that, television neighbors? Huh? I've got a little plant growing inside this beaker. Now, the way we did that was we put special dirt for cacti in the bottom of this beaker, threw in a few little stones and a seed from this plant. See that plant there? Pretty cool, huh? And then we put a stopper in it like this, sealed the top so that we can hang it like this, and I hung it in the window where it would get sunshine, and I kept putting a little bit of water in it every week through this tiny little hole at the top, and lo and behold, it sprouted this beautiful little plant down there at the bottom, a type of cactus, and that's the experiment I'm working on today. I want to see if it will grow so big that it reaches the top of the beaker, or if being confined to the beaker, it will remain a miniature cactus.
Now tell me, Mr. Rocky.
Yes, Mr. Sprinkle?
Your father, Mr.
Julio Rocky.
Actually, Mr. Simon Rocky.
His name was really Simon?
Yes, it was.
He always told me it was Julio. Wow, the things you learn on Victor Sprinkle's Neighborhood that you never thought you'd learn. My own father, not Julio. Simon. Simon Rocky.
Yes.
Well, at least we have the same last name. Yes. What about him?
He told me that you got some of your experiments off of the internet.
Oh, absolutely. The internet is a wonderful source. You can find all sorts of things on the internet that it used to take days, hours, sometimes weeks or months to look up in the library. Now, with a couple of keystrokes, you can head in the right direction, narrow down your search, and find all sorts of wonderful things. So yes, my father, whether he's Julius or Alonzo or Simon, yes, he is correct. And I see behind the camera there that your producer is going like that. I think that means you got to wrap this up.
Well, I better get back to my place.
Okay, we'll see ya.
We have just enough time for some make believe before we end our show. So, Charlie, why don't we pretend that Chuckles the clown is helping out Handyman Joe Negri with a bunch of musical deliveries, and that XBL could be walking along, making sure that neither Handyman Negri or Chuckles don't make fools of themselves while they're making their deliveries. So let's think about those things right now as we pretend that the trolley is on its way into the neighborhood of make-believe. Are you ready, trolley? Okay. I, 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 I think you should gather more musical instruments, Mr. Handyman Negri and Chuckles the Clown.
Why, X the Owl, more musical instruments? I have a whole trunk full in my car. There must be, I'm gonna say 30 or 40 in there already. You think we need more?
Well, Queen Sarah was asking me about that the other day in the neighborhood of Make Believe, and she was curious to ask me about my neighbor Henrietta Pussycat, about whether or not you should come to my tree house to make sure that Chuckles the Clown doesn't make a fool of himself for not making any sort of those speed delivery services that Mr. McFeely has been making.
Well, you know, Chuckles the Clown, by his very nature, kind of makes a fool of himself all the time. That's what clowns do. But he's actually been doing a very good job of delivering the musical instruments. I think he's already delivered 10, and he's out driving around in my car right now delivering the other 20 or so that are still in the trunk.
Well, hello, dear. It's Queen Sarah, as always.
Hello, Queen Sarah. What a beautiful, pleasant surprise to see you. I thought I was only going to be visiting with X the Owl.
You're also going to be visiting with Chuckles today.
Chuckles the Clown?
That's your other character, dear.
Oh, my other character. Of course, I'm Joe Negri and Chuckles the Clown. Okay, let me put on my clown costume. Hi there, Queenie. How are you?
I'm doing well, Chuckles.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, you know, because we clowns like to cheer people up. And, you know, it would be terrible if you were sad.
How are you feeling today in our neighborhood?
Well, I'm feeling like I'm making a fool of myself because I'm out here with no supervision from Joe Negri. And, you know, it's hard delivering musical instruments out of the trunk of his car. But I'm doing it. I may be making a fool of myself, but I'm doing it, Your Highness.
Well, say goodbye to Trolley.
Goodbye, Queenie.
Well, I sure hope this is going to be a ordinary day in make-believe where those musical deliveries are still gonna help our fellow neighbors with those deliveries. Well, we'll think about those things next time. You know, it gives me such a obeying feeling to be able to help you learn from your mistakes. And when you're feeling slow about your mind at ease and you just don't know what to do, it could give you a really shallow feeling to help you search within your heart, your body, and your own wisdom too. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day, it's such a good feeling. A very good feeling. The feeling you know that we're friends, and I like being with you every single day. I really do. And do you know when I'll be back? Tomorrow. That's right. We'll see each other again tomorrow. Okay, bye.